Okay, so I'm actually really pumped to make this video right now. It's been 10 months since I had the Anthros chair, and we're gonna be talking about the pros and cons of the chair, my experience so far within this 10 months using the Anthros chair, as well as answering some of the questions that you guys have left on multiple videos about the chair. So let's get it. So I made an unboxing video earlier this year showcasing the Anthros chair and pretty much the origin stories of how I found myself to know about the company as well as the CEO. So if you guys haven't watched the video, go ahead and check it out. It should be linked right here. Other than that, it's been a very long 10 years, and I mean not 10 years, bro. It hasn't been that long. 2024 has been a doozy. My gosh, it's been a long 10 months, and so far using the chair has been great. Of course, there have been some growing pains in the beginning. I guess I should start off with some of the cons, right? Let's go ahead and scratch that. Since there's way more pros than cons, let's go ahead and start with the pros. Now, the first pro for buying an Anthros chair, I would say, is a 12-year warranty. Like, that alone is crazy. And on top of that, there is a 30-day money-back guarantee. You can go ahead and ship the chair back to Anthros if you don't like it or if you find something that's wrong with it. So that's pretty cool. Like, when making a major purchase, you're always wondering if this thing is going to be actually worth it, and having a 12-year warranty as well as the 30-day money-back guarantee takes a lot of the stress off your shoulders. So I think that's pretty cool. Now, the second pro is having that one-on-one video consultation. So if you're not sure of what your needs might be, having that one-on-one video consultation might help you make the most informed choice, as well as being able to understand and properly use a chair. Now, personally, I didn't use a one-on-one video consultation. One, because I met them in person, so I had a pretty good grasp of what the chair was about and how to use a chair. And two, when I was setting up the Anthros chair in that unboxing video, I also referred to the setup video that they had on the website. So 10 out of 10, really easy to set up, really easy to understand, and yeah, that's a pro. Well, the next pro, right, will be they're able to customize the chair, right? So you can go ahead and choose what the back panel of your Anthros chair is gonna be. You can choose if you want a 4-spoke or a 5-spoke chair, well, 5 legs, 4 legs. I found that the 5-legged Anthros chair was a better one. It, to me, was more balanced, and I could actually rest my feet on the legs if I didn't want to rest my feet on the foot pad. So had little options there when it comes to comfortability. You can choose the fabric you want, whether it comes with or without arms. You can customize the Anthros chair to whatever you want. That can also fit your budget. So to me, that's a pro. That's like an infomercial. That's the pro. All right, on to the next one. Okay, so the next pro is the actual weight of the chair. When sitting in my previous chairs, I would plop down in it. Well, you're not supposed to plop down in the chair, but when you sit down in the chair, I'll find myself rolling around and like moving when I didn't want to move. The Anthros chair, when I sat in the chair, I'm stationary. I'm not gliding, I'm not moving unless I want to, and it's very sturdy. So it might be something small, but that's something I noticed when using the Anthros chair. Not forget to talk about the lumbar pelvic support. This chair, when it comes to making sure that your posture is on point, it's crazy, right? So the lumbar pelvic support, you can go ahead, adjust it. I made a whole spiel and a whole breakdown in my previous video. Go ahead, check it out. That thing is pretty cool. It keeps you upright. It takes the load off your back, and you're not really engaging any of the muscles to stay upright. So that's pretty cool. That's one of the pros of the Anthros chair when it next to the 12-year warranty along with the 30-day money-back guarantee. Those two to me are the pros of the pros, right? Are the best aspects of getting yourself an Anthros chair. Another thing that I love about the chair is upper back support. It's so form-fitting that you can just stretch and reach behind yourself, and your elbows, your shoulder blades aren't hitting the back of the chair. That is kind of cool. Now, one thing I want to do as well is bring my wife in here and have her give her experience on using Anthros chair, right? Because I don't know if you guys know, but I upgraded my wife's setup this year, and the Anthros chair is now living in her setup. I'll also tie in some Q&A to the end of the video that will elaborate a little bit more on this topic, because some of you have asked if I'm still using Anthros chair. So yeah.
Hey guys, my name is Miah, also known as Dr. Kimchi on all platforms, TikTok, Instagram, Twitch. So I stream in my little free time, but I am a full-time licensed physical therapist that specializes in orthopedics and pelvic health, and I absolutely love it. It's a passion of mine, but I also love gaming and streaming. One of the things that really allows me to do that is utilizing the Anthros chair, and I don't fidget, I don't budge. I'm truly comfortable for the full 3-4 hours that I'm sitting in that chair, and it's so nice because most chairs, especially if you get a quick one off Walmart or you get enticed by TikTok shop or something like that, they're cute, but it's really not supporting you the way you should. So if you are working 9 to 5 and sitting all day, or if you're a full-time content creator and you're really just sitting at your computer editing and creating content, it is so important to take care of your body, invest in your health, work on your posture, do all the things you need to do outside of course, sitting in a chair, because that's not not going to be your number one thing, but if you're going to be sitting, make sure you're comfortable, make sure your body's supported in the way that it should, and the Anthros chair will 100% do that. So I definitely recommend, I love it, and I would recommend it to anybody.
One of the cons that it's not so much of a con, but something that I guess can be on the cons list, but yeah, it's getting used to the chair itself. So if you have bad posture and not being able to like sit in a chair correctly, when you sit in the Anthros chair, it's gonna be a nice little learning curve when it comes to correcting your sit, right? Or fixing your sit, as they say. And it's gonna be uncomfortable for the first, well, couple of days to a week, right? So that to me is a con, but it's a good con. I know it's kind of weird, but it's something to where your body needs time to adjust to being able to sit correctly. So that's gonna be in a cons list, but it's a good con. All right, so something that's gonna be also added to the cons list is something that's pretty understandable. Like when you're buying something online, you're not gonna know exactly how the product is gonna be. So for example, the leather chair that I got, right? I sat in the fabric chair over at the convention in person, so that was very soft and very comfortable, and I love that one, right? But when it comes to like making sure you have something that's easy to clean, easy to maintain, I went with the leather option. And going with the leather option, it wasn't as comfortable as sitting down in the fabric chair. So I don't think I can chalk this up to a con, but I wish I found out about Anthros chair earlier, or at least Anthros being around earlier when I made multiple purchases for a chair, right? So I can't chalk it up to a con, but it kind of sucks that I found, I guess that's one of the growing pains when you're trying to figure out what you need versus what you want. And I needed that chair a couple years back, so yeah. I literally wish I had more cons to give you about this chair. The chair is pretty solid, aside from being able to adjust to sit in correctly and your body is gonna feel a little discomfort for that, as well as not being able to figure out if the leather or the fabric chair is gonna be somewhat softer than the other. Aside from those things, the chair is solid. I can't find anything, I won't say negative, but negative about the chair. So yeah, go ahead and jump right into the Q&A section of the video. So a lot of you guys sent me multiple questions on the multiple videos in regards to the Anthros chair, so let's go ahead and knock those out. Did you purchase a second chair for your wife or give her yours? Curious if ultimately you went back to the Embody, and if so, why? Great question. So we're both sharing a chair whenever we're both streaming, we're both at our setups. I am using the Embody chair and she's using the Anthros chair, but if she's not using a chair, I'm bringing that bad boy to my office and I'm using it. That's like the best of both worlds when having a great spouse. We can both share equipment. On to the next question. This question asks, how is the chair after 5 months? So I answered this question in the comments already, but I can answer it here. After 5 months, it's been amazing. The first couple of weeks of getting the chair has been an adjustment when it comes to having the correct posture while sitting in the chair, because it's going to be uncomfortable in the beginning if you've been sitting incorrectly for a long period of time. Fixing that posture is going to be very uncomfortable, and that's something to get used to. So aside from that, it's been pretty great. It's been pretty cool, and yeah, no complaints here. All right, here's another question that's asking, after ordering your chair, how long did it take for your chair to be delivered to you? Answer this, of course, in the comments then. And it took about a week from purchasing the chair to get into me. And also, mind you, this was during Christmas. I ordered it like the last week of December and I got it in the first week of January, so it's crazy. Man, how can I get my hands on an Anthros chair? Well, I got you. So if you guys want your hands on your own Anthros chair, that wasn't a question, but anyways, if you want to get your hands on an Anthros chair, you can go ahead and use the link down below. Use code Trevoir at checkout and you will save $100 off at checkout. I had to do it. I had to put it in there. And of course, if you want to see how the Anthros chair looks in my wife's setup, because I upgraded my wife's setup this year, so if you guys want to go ahead and check the video out on that, showcasing the Anthros chair in that video, go ahead and check it out. Let me know what you think down in the comments. And of course, if you guys have any other questions in regards to my experience with the chair, anything I haven't covered in this video, let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to go ahead and like, subscribe. Of course, guys, until next time. Peace.